In this photo essay, I'll be showing 10 different photos that best show the characteristics of managers as decision makers and why these characteristics are important in making good decisions that not only ensure success for the manager, but also those around the manager. Knowledge is a key characteristic to have in managers when making a decision. Reading is one of the easiest ways to gain knowledge about something you don't know. In this picture, you see that the more this monkey continues to read, the more knowledge it will gain. Managers have to have knowledge of everything that is related to the decision they're making to be sure that they have all options available to choose from when making a decision to ensure that nothing goes wrong when they make these decisions. If managers don't have knowledge of a decision that they're making, things could go wrong pretty quickly. A manager has to show confidence in making a decision to show themselves and others that they've spent time to figure out the best decision that is beneficial for the majority of the people being affected by the decision. This photo shows Spider-Man flexing, which shows his confidence in his ability to fight crime and evil villains. Similar to this, managers have to be confident in their ability to make good decisions that are helpful for everyone around them. A manager has to show authenticity in their decision making to make sure the best decision was made and that the alternatives to the decision were also given consideration before the final choice was made. This photo shows an NBA jersey that had been signed by the player to show that the jersey is authentic and not a regular jersey that was bought in a store. If managers do not show authenticity in their decision making process, this can lead to a wrong decision being made and many more problems in the future. Transparency is very important to a manager in making a decision. When managers make a decision, they have to be able to explain what influenced their decision and why their decision was influenced. In this photo, it shows a fish swimming in a transparent bowl, which shows the fish swimming around. If the bowl weren't transparent, it would be hard to see the fish swimming around. Similar to this, if managers fail to be transparent in making a decision, it will be hard for some to see why the manager chose the decision they made in the first place. Accountability is a key characteristic for managers to have when making a decision without knowing how decisions will ultimately turn out. Managers have to take accountability for bad decisions just as if they would for making a good decision. In this photo, it shows a character from The Simpsons raising his hand and taking accountability for the bad things he was doing in a movie theater. Managers have to try to not avoid being held accountable for something because this can eventually lead to a manager making a decision without consequences, and this can ultimately lead to a disaster. Awareness is a great characteristic to have when making a decision. A manager must be aware of all of the information that can play a part in a decision that they're making. In this picture, one of the most well-known symbols of awareness, a ribbon, is shown. The ribbon represents that many are aware of different diseases and the hardships that come with the diseases that are symbolized through these ribbons. If managers aren't aware of their surroundings, this can cause a counterproductive decision to be made, which is ineffective for everyone. Managers have to show emotional intelligence in making a decision to ensure the people around them are making the decision that they want and aren't forced to make a decision that they're not happy about. In this photo, it shows a mood ring which shows the changes in color as a person's emotions change. Something similar to mood rings, managers have to be able to read emotions to be sure the majority of people are happy with a certain decision that they make that affects them. Managers have to have good time management in making a decision to make sure that there isn't any rush in the decision making process. This photo shows a melting clock that symbolizes to me that time is non-stop, and if managers procrastinate or wait until it's too late to make a decision, this can lead to a bad decision being made because of lack of information being retained through time. In making decisions, managers have to show good communication skills to make the people around them understanding of why they made a decision. Communication is also key in finding what is acceptable and what's not acceptable in making a decision. This photo shows a chef talking through a soup can to a lady eating soup, which shows the chef probably asking the lady how the soup tastes and if there are any changes that need to be made to the soup. Similar to this photo, managers have to communicate with others about what changes that are needed to be made to make a good decision. Managers need to show strength in times of uncertainty to show themselves and the others around them that there isn't any reason to worry about the decision they've made and to avoid choking under pressure, which can lead to bad results. This photo shows a basketball player take a shot before the clock goes to zero in an attempt to win the game, although it may not be certain that the ball will go in. If the ball does go in, the player's team will win because the player decided to take the shot. Managers have to be willing to make hard decisions in uncertainty because this can lead to great success.